Say hola, hola, hola.
All right, everyone. Good morning. Boulder. Great to see you on an early morning. Who's an early morning person? And everybody else, thank you for coming. That's amazing. Actually, before we get started with the presentation, I want to tell you something about my friend Hillary here, who's been involved in this chapter from the very, very beginning. I came from another country to Boulder and then discovered that there's no creative mornings. And I was like, no, that's impossible. We need creative mornings in Boulder. And I did a pitch at the Denver Creative Mornings. And I said, who wants to help me to get this started in Boulder? And Hillary was the first one. So yeah, we don't actually, we don't know each other for that long, but from the first day we connected and we trusted each other. So I just want to say sometimes you don't even need to know each other for a long time to be able to trust and rely on each other. And we've been rocking this as a team. And I mean, incredible. We can count on each other, and that's so great. And I've got a present for her because, listen, this is so funny. My son is born in the Netherlands. My husband is Dutch, and where is she moving to? The Netherlands. So I got. So if you don't know, but the Netherlands still has a kingdom. They have a king and a queen, and it's the Orange House. So they always wear orange. If you see the World Cup soccer right now, you see Dutch game, everybody's wearing orange. Oh my God. So I've got one too. We're also both part of the Trail Sisters in Boulder. And then I've got this box for you, Hillary, and a picture thing. That's okay. So that's Hillary's Dutch survival box. And it says, feel stacked, which is like, I wish you a lot of power and energy. And what we got, and here, oh my God, yes, do it. And I know that Hillary has been studying Dutch, so maybe if you want to read like the survival kit. Oh boy, with the astral waffles. And these ones are special because they're called panniers, which is like bold, the brave, and the bold. Yeah. Oh. I've been studying. Not very good. Ontbijtkoek. Yeah, and then drop. Yeah, and there's a lot of other stuff in there. So moving from Boulder to Utrecht. Thank you so much. We'll miss you. I think you have just a couple of pictures. Oh boy. He's very makes me right. So this is just yeah. Oh yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. So we got started in August 2024. 2024. Yeah. 25. Oh, 25, sorry. Yeah. It's gonna be a year in August.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm just trying to get it on the big screen.
They're no longer feet. Excellent.
Get it on the big screen. And you see, this is why I need Hillary. She's you're gonna be this.
Here.
Not that right here.
What are you?
And we're gonna send the hill boy. Here we go. Oh, okay. It's a video. Barely. Oh boy. So we're the junkyard is a home base, but we're sometimes at a different space as well. How did you find home? Almost there. Good job. And then this is also for you, but we'll, yes, it's up.
Everyone should buy their hats too.
Yeah. So who's here for the first time? Creative Mornings in general? Okay, great. Welcome to our Creative Mornings Boulder chapter. We always have name tags, so this is a global theme. So all around the world, everyone talks about that theme in that month. So it's a curate. Does anyone want to share what they wrote, what they're curating? Well, I can start. I wrote stuff because I moved to 9 different countries and moved probably 15 times houses, so your stuff gets less. You curate more and more, so that was definitely one thing I created in my life. Anyone else would like to share? Laura?
I feel like I curate a meal. Like I bring things in from many different sources, like from the farm or from Whole Foods or from Trader Joe's, and put it all together, and then it ends up being this masterpiece that my children enjoy eating.
I curate musical programs as a musician, especially things that are like sensory friendly and family friendly. So music can really become a step.
Wow, thanks, great. Thanks for sharing, Lola. All right, so.
You have more?
Oh, yeah.
I'm curating a show at the Novo Art Center that opens on July 3rd with 4 different local Colorado artists. If you haven't been up to Novo First Fridays at this Emerald City, so all the green buildings right before you go to Lion. First Friday is amazing, and we're going to try to do second Saturdays and bring those back to the Artistic Affairs Friday. So please come and check it out if you haven't been before.
That's great. Thank you for sharing. July 3rd. Okay.
So here's all the social tags. Creative Mornings globally, and this one is EMG Curate. And Miss Danielle, our social media manager, would love it. Share all of our things.
Oh yeah, 100%. If you find us on social media, please find us on social media if you don't already, and follow us. If you ever share any content, anything that you're working on with us via messages, we'll definitely repost it, boost it. We love this community so much, and it's always me. So happy to see you guys there.
Do you want us to tag you or message you?
You can. Oh, you are full of answers.
Yes.
all the time. Oh, okay, so we will get in touch with you because Boulder Dance Crew, if you guys don't know, local, awesome. We will be sharing more of their stuff soon. Always part of our events when we do that. So I'll connect with you afterwards.
Great. Here's our team. And Danielle's gonna host some more soon.
Yeah, we'll be co-hosting with different team members.
Oh,
so Danielle will.
I'm just hearing about this now, but yeah, I'm really excited to shout at you guys in the future.
We've got Lillian and Kevin there in the back, and Kai is here. Yeah, Angelica we have today. So, yeah, thank you all. Thanks also to our volunteers that always help setting it up, musicians, photographers, yeah, whoever is involved in the chapter. It's all volunteering, so.
Yep.
Ooh, this is important.
Yeah, Adobe is, like I said, last month they had release day. It's our global partner, so they sponsor everybody. They're embedded in our universe. They come every month at events around the world. Hear about all of us. Here's a little, I guess, recap from release day from last month. Thousands of people, including Danielle and some other people around here, did it. So if you want to see all of these projects, creativemornings.com/release day. Yep, /release day. You can see all the things. And then they actually are asking for a survey. They said, what do we want as hosts? What do community members want from Adobe? Like, what could they do to support us more? So fill out the survey. I'll put the link in the newsletter too, so we really encourage that. And our local partners, Coffee today, it is from it's from Ozo, from
Sponsored by the Office of Arts and Culture, and we have Cindy here. Where's Cindy? Cindy, would you like to say something? Yeah.
Do you want to do it now? You want to do it now or you want to do it
Oh, okay, sorry, we do it during pitch.
I'm sorry, do it whenever.
Okay, that's good.
So the whole spot for you. And Ag Club and Junkyard and you feel like sponsoring.
Yeah,
There you go.
and thanks to Jill for being a home base here, the most creative place in Boulder, so. Creative Mornings, 252 chapters in the world, 70 countries, more than 20,000 attendees per month, talks online, videos. So you see, it's an incredibly big community in this world. And whatever we talk, you can review it on the different chapter sites. So all the talks are recorded around the feed. And then we have a neighboring chapter. Denver exists since more than 10 years, I believe, already, and they're amazing. Brandy runs it, so they are always on the last Friday of the month. We're on the 3rd of the month if we can arrange it, so we don't,
So
we can go to both. Yeah. And then we have Creative Mornings has a manifesto, and I thought because we have a speaker here, Mike, would you like to sing it with us? Maybe. I just thought. Everyone is creative. Usually we read it out loud. You want to make it read? A creative life requires bravery and action, honesty and hard work. We are here to support you, celebrate you, and encourage you to make the things you love. We believe in the power of community. We believe in giving it all. We believe in creative connections and learning from others and house and other lives. We bring together people who are driven by passion and purpose, confident that they will inspire one another and inspire change in neighborhoods and cities around the world. Everyone is welcome. Here we go.
Cindy, if you want to let us know what you're saying.
Hey, I wrote stuff down so I don't forget it. I'm Cindy Spook. I'm the Senior Program Manager from the City of Boulder Office of Arts and Culture. We're super excited to sponsor this month's Creative Mornings. Thank you very much. Just a little bit about what our office does. We do, I think the thing that most people know the most about our office is our grant making program. We award $2+ million in grants every year to arts, well, starting this year. This year we reached $2 million. And it'll just go up. Keep spending tax dollars. To arts organizations and artists in Boulder. Public art, we have a 1% for the arts program, so any public project, 1% of that budget goes to public art. And we also do a really cool experiments in public art series where it's just kind of like different each year, where you might like see stuff pop up out in the world that's an experiment and really cool, so enjoy. And then programming that supports the local creative economy, artists, spaces where art is made, and creativity stuff happening like this. Our website is boulderarts.org. If you're interested, hop on there. There's a newsletter sign up at the bottom of that page. We do a bi-weekly newsletter that shares all of the information, grant deadlines, and all that kind of cool stuff that you might be interested in as creatives in our community. Also, I did want to mention today's Juneteenth. This holiday workers' night. And I was like, okay, who the hell am I, a white woman, to come up here and talk about Juneteenth? But it's important for all of us to think about. I will say that, especially for those of us who didn't grow up celebrating it like me, to take a moment to learn what it represents and why it matters.
Thank you.
Danielle?
All right, friends. So you guys got to hear me talk last month if you were here, and you're gonna hear me do this every single month. So this is your monthly reminder that we have merch. You see some of the folks who are walking around who work with us, some of our core team members and photographers, wearing one of the 2 different shirts that we have for sale currently that support both our chapter and my small business, which is Good Afternoon Goods. You can visit to see the entire collection, which is 2 shirts, a sweater, a hat, and a mug. 50% profit share between this chapter and my business. You're supporting us both. Thank you very much in advance. Go to this link for that QR code. We'll go ahead and leave it up for just a few more seconds. And
It'll be
then
in the newsletter too.
it will be in the newsletter always. I'll be making a post on social media about this merch as well. And then hopefully in the future, we'll have it here for you to buy in person if you want. Sometimes that's a lot easier. Just the next one. Yeah, perfect. All right. I'm also the next. So speaking of me being the person who makes our merch, I also make a lot of merch. I make music-based and collaborations-based merch and apparel for small businesses, either here in Colorado or wherever. Right now I'm focused on record stores and bands since my brand is more music focused, but I have expanded to coffee shops. I think I also have a small like grocery store coming up soon. So equal opportunity merch for everybody. My rates are really low. If you have merch that you need for absolutely anything, I want to help you. So go to this QR code, or I guess reach out on social media since that's also going to be me. Speaking of additional things that I do for Creative Mornings, I also run our social media account, as you guys have heard. I create all of the posts for that. And I do that sort of web design, brand marketing, and front-end development with Noonco, my studio. So if you find yourself in need of templates, brands, anything of that nature, digital marketing sphere, please feel free to visit this QR code or the URL to get in touch with me for that. Basically, you need design, I will do that for you. Whatever it is.
Yeah, all right.
Nice.
Our theme is curate for June. It was chosen by the Orange County chapter in California and illustrated by Fred Villa. And so they say curation is not just selection, it's about attention. What do you let in? What do you choose to care about? So that is our theme where we started. And we have Mike as our speaker over here. Thanks for being here, Mike. Should we move in here or are you good? Good? Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Hey, make some noise for the. Straight to it. Let's go. What y'all see here?
Pizza.
Yeah, you can see. What is it?
Strongest shape of nature.
Strongest shape in nature. Triangle. Triangle. Let's break it down to the most simple form.
I know.
You see some triangles here.
I mean, I saw Zelda.
You saw Zelda. I know.
So radioactive.
I love this part, all the where the imagination goes. It's beautiful. Triangle. I have a task for y'all. Somebody in the audience with some courage. In a minute, I'm gonna ask you to come up. But before that, everyone here, count these triangles. See if you can count the total amount of triangles. There's big ones, small ones, medium ones. Count all the triangles, and when somebody is very confident that they have found all of the triangles in this image, I'd love you to come up here and point it out to us.
Okay.
Got it? All right, make some noise for Jill, y'all. No, 13. Okay. How many triangles?
12.
Show us the 14th. Should go.
Okay, you're writing 13. Look at you.
13 triangles. All right. Now I need somebody else to come up here and erase one of the small triangles, just 3 sides. One of the small triangles. Anyone? All right, let's go, Sarah. Make some noise for Sarah. You guys come on, speaker.
Yes.
Oh, here.
Oh,
You don't have
I don't know.
paper sorting.
This one?
Okay, go ahead. And then do all three sides of it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right, now let's count the triangles again.
Hi.
9? 9?
Yeah.
8, 9? We
10.
all
10.
10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? How is that? We only removed 1 triangle. 4 are missing? Is there an explanation?
Yeah.
This right here is a system thinking game. I got to shout out one of my teachers, Donella Meadows. We're all integral parts of the whole. When you remove one of us from the system, or these triangles, not just one of us is removed, right? See, it's in the math right there. More than one of us is removed. This is our life. We have to design a way out of this situation. Or curate what we say. And these systems thinking games come from people that are involved in the natural system, permaculture, ecological design. So what this really is showing us is that nature is the ultimate curator. Okay? We go into ecosystems and we remove certain creatures, certain elements out of the ecosystem, and we notice that it has a ripple effect. Okay? And this is where we learn this from. So nature is the ultimate curator. And if nature is the ultimate curator, then by default, we're curators as well. We're curators as well. And we've been given this story. It's not getting moved. Thank you. All right. So we're given this story in the beginning of our lives in the society that we're in, that is man versus nature. Man versus nature. Right? And as we grow through our awareness, if we're fortunate to do so, we become aware that, maybe it's not man versus nature. Maybe how it really works is it's man working with nature, right? And working with nature. Like, yeah, man working with nature. It goes deeper. Kind of like this picture. What the reality is that we're not against nature. We're not working against nature. We're not working with nature. We actually are nature working. We are nature working. So it's about the paradigm, this paradigm of us switching from this, oh, we're against nature, we're working against nature, or working with nature, to shifting the paradigm to we are nature working. This is the paradigm. Okay? Yeah. Oh yeah. Man. I'm gonna need y'all help. Yeah. Say hola, hola, hola. Say hola, hola, hola. Check it. My voice moves along the contours of the beat. A horde that meets the eyes, reach the skies with the convo. Got folks doing the rain dance the same as before. It's been alive for so long, yo. Strong flows, I hold with the sediment. Hit the ground running, potholes from the weather rain. Bad design, cause man's declined to be excellent. Separate is man and mind now. Man and mind, stay level like the water do. Wait, audible, that's what you ought to do. Make the mama nice and wet, that's right, I likes to get the earth. Work in the earth, first and then I bend my breath and blend my steps right in with the next. Ain't no end in left, yeah. So just let that cycle soak in. And I cry, you know, choking. That's the mind for those folks with they can't do but self, cause they used to help. People ain't doing well, they ain't used to help. We need each other over who's true to tell. Knowing damn well it's more to it than you could tell. I trust the curse of the birth order to do with still less raps running his yaps about how people will go. So now y'all, that's what's up. Drumming key lines, yeah, we got the funk. Pulling resources, not pulling these forces against us senseless. You don't got the front. We build with the rhythm, vision at a vantage point. The seeds are rising to advance my point. Time to blow the lid off this opera. That lady singing type rap, ain't no stopping Force is the nature when we all collide. Of course, it's the nature make us all abide. Say hola, hola, hola. Say hola, hola, hola. Take a dance, y'all. So that's the key line design. This is my story. 17, I found out that I had this rare form of cancer. They call it carcinoma syndrome, and it originated out of one of my sweat glands in my shoulder. So going into my senior year of high school, that summer I had surgery to address that. It's a rare cancer. Who knows? It might not even be a big cancer. Who knows? I might have been being just a guinea pig researching all my genetics. Regardless of what that is, what it sent me down was a path of knowledge of self. I started to research because all I heard at the time was, this is a genetic thing, right? This is just, you inherited this. You're doomed, essentially, is what they tell you, right? You're gonna get this because your family had it. And to me, I felt like there was something deeper going on. So I found this study called epigenetics. Have y'all heard of epigenetics? Okay. I started researching that, Lincoln, Bruce, and Dispenza. That's my woman's name, I think. And what I learned with epigenetics is that your genes are actually expressing themselves in relation to the environment that they're in. Your environment. That was profound for me. It was my environment, not necessarily that my bloodline had dealt with that. I look back, when I was 16, where did I work? I worked at Wendy's. Every day I come home from work and I'd scratch my skin like this, and a film of grease will be underneath my nails. Cancer came from a sweat gland. My environment. Okay, maybe I need to change my environment. And that became not just my physical environment, but internally, right? That's where we have the most control. So I started to look at health and wellness. What would it be like to be healthy, eat healthy, clean food, clean water, clean air, exercise, right? I just started to tap into wellness. 18, 19 years old, it took me facing that to awaken to what's really important. Okay. And then I became an artist. So I'm like, okay, my basketball dreams didn't work out. But I had to change my environment. That wasn't healthy for me. So I became an artist. I started to write, study the culture of hip hop. Because, I put together that I am good with the people. In high school, I was all mingling in with everybody. So that was a skill set that I had developed. So like, how do I transfer that to now my adult life, since I'm not gonna be a hooper? And the arts called me. So I could be an MC, I could organize and communicate for the collective consciousness. And, and that led me to my lady, this whole world of permaculture, ecological design. Ecological design. I love this part. So I'm curating my own environment now, right? And this was the ultimate tools to use. So I came upon this as an artist. I'd already been acclimating myself to curating my own experience, right? As an artist, curating my own experience. And this brought me real solid tools. These are the tools. And remember, I said as an MC, that's a part of the hip hop culture. We're here to be spokespeople and represent the collectives, right? The collectives of people. They're the griots. They're actually the real politicians, the spiritual politicians, the spiritual government of our people, are the artists, are the leaders in our community that speak for us, that actually true leaders. True leaders care about the people that they're amongst, and they work for those people. And, a quick tangent that's connected, colonization is an interesting thing. And some of the phenomena that occur with colonization are, this is the basic idea of colonization. I come to a land and I see this land and I like it, I want to be here, but there's people already here. So what do? I have to figure out how to get these people out of here so that I can enjoy this land myself. Oh, actually, those people, they can work for me. That's a resource too. Oh, and all of the minerals and all of the water and the food and the land. You see where we're going with this? It's all connected. So when colonization comes in, what you have to do is you have to affect the social aspects of the space, of the land, of the people, which are an extension of the land. We all are made out of the elements and the minerals that are in the land. My ancestors are Mississippi red clay. Mississippi River red clay. That's where my ancestors come from, the clay. You see what I'm saying? So you go into those communities and you affect the people, the leaders. You identify all the true people in that community and you pull them out of sight of the people. And then you find lowlifes and the people that need the most support, actually the most vulnerable in that community. And you trick them into thinking that they're not vulnerable anymore and you raise them up to the leadership positions. And that's where we're at today. Do I have to even say anybody's name? No.
No.
You see what I'm saying? It's very obvious. This stuff is basic, okay? These ethics are key. These are key. Any true leader, any true peoples that care for their peoples and the lands that they come from, and those resources and how to manage them and distribute, disseminate, circulate those energies, they're tapped into this type of stuff. There's a fourth ethic that I use as well, and it's a transition ethic, because we are in this industrial age, right? We are in this extractive colonial age. So we have to have grace. We have to give ourselves grace as we transition into real reality, because nature always brings us back to real reality. Always. And along that path, there's principles. So there's ethics that I use that we're using for this curation of our life. And then we have these principles. Principles are like the signposts, right? They're like the signposts. And in permaculture and ecological design, the way that I learned it, there's a definition for it. Because a lot of times people get this confused with just growing food or like in the garden, right? And it's not just limited to that. This is my teacher, Larry Santoyo. His definition of permaculture, ecological design, is this. Ready? Shout out, Larry. A set of protocols based off patterns in nature that we use to inform ourselves, okay? Inform ourselves, learning from nature on how to make decisions and solve problems. That's the design system. Okay, so I'm pairing this with the systems thinking. Okay? Pairing it with systems thinking. This is what it looks like. Because in systems thinking, you have the iceberg, right? Events. We just saw. Event. Life is an experience that we're having. It is an event that is occurring. And this is how these are tools, lenses to look at it and to navigate it. Decolonize our minds, decolonize our approach to life. An event is visible, but what's underneath it is what we don't see, right? All the patterns, the trends. Patterns. I'm looking at nature for the patterns and trends. The underlying structures, right? You look at the pattern, and the pattern shows you what? The behavior. How something is moving, how it's expressing itself. It's behavior. You know what I'm saying? But then there's the root of it, and that's the mental mode. That's the paradigm. So we're in this colonial paradigm right now. That's where all the designs are coming from. What do we have to do? We have to make a shift. It's always occurring. It's always occurring. And the shift is in paradigm, right? The shift is how we approach life, how we design, how we curate. So that's been my mission. Right? How to curate environments so that all creatures can thrive in. Right? That's what my mission is, my purpose, my vision. That's what it is. I'm curating environments, playing music, hearing my voice. It's a whole environment. My voice is all vibrating through this room. You guys are all bathing in my voice right now. I hope you enjoy the environment that you're swimming around in. And even if you're not enjoying it, It's healthy for you. I'm being light today. Sometimes, the bitters, right? They don't taste good. I got all that for you too. But today we're curating so you can see this, right? So in honor of my elder, one of my favorite teachers, Donella Meadows, and all her crew in the systems thinking world, they did a research on how to intervene in a system to make change. Because that's what we're dealing with, right? We're dealing with this colonial system. It's all those patterns of colonialism that are in the mix with us, that make us what? The paradigm of being working against nature, or we're working with nature. Oh, we're working with nature. No, you are nature working. That's the paradigm that we have to, that we are shifting towards. That our natural state of being when you were popping out your mother's womb. That's what you knew. You knew that paradigm. So Donella and them did this study, and we noticed, they found that given the numbers, there's not very much leverage. You see, there's the fulcrum, there's the system, that's the world we're trying to move, trying to change. I could give you the numbers all day about climate change and all the crazy, devastating things going on, soil erosion. It doesn't matter. It's not the leverage point in the studies. Now, mind you, I'm just facilitating a conversation, inward and outward conversation. Nothing I say is absolute. Just stimulating, inspiring thought. But if you notice, down the line, the most heaviest leveraged position, point where you can intervene in the system to change it, is to shift the paradigm, to deal with new challenges. Wow, the hairs on my neck are standing up. How do we shift paradigms? We shift them with the way that we communicate with each other. You use creativity to communicate. When I did my rap with y'all, you didn't pick up every word that I was kicking, but it was an energy. It's an intelligence that's beyond the conscious. It's going deeper into you. It's working on you in ways that nothing else could. To shift our paradigm. That's where the power is. That's where the leverage point is in the system, so that we can curate life working as nature. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Give me a level long enough in a fulcrum on which to place it, I shall move the world. Part of me. Thanks, y'all.
Nice to have. Very inspiring. Any questions, Mike? We have the open for Q&A if we want to ask something.
I would love to hear more about Donella Meadows.
Yeah, Donella Meadows. She passed away, so she's with the ancestral. But her work lives on. Ella, I think somebody spelled it. Maybe not. Oh yeah, but I don't think that's how you spell it first. There's an E in there somewhere. But yeah, you'll find her name. She's a legend. So yeah, just work. She got a book called Thinking in Systems.
Okay, yeah.
And that's the one. It's dense,
Yeah.
but you could, still layman's,
How did you get into, I guess, a little bit more of that? What led you to being permaculture? Yes.
because my having cancer,
Yeah.
my environment, right? So my environment, that's my fault. Should have had that. That's my fault. I didn't live it right. My environment is what inspired me to get into this
Well, you
stuff.
said that, right?
So that I can, I can curate and have more of a say.
Yeah.
Because again, we're all curators, but what are we curating? What are we curating? Or are we letting somebody else curate for us? Your life is curated regardless. So this type of stuff gives us more of a say and an agency in the curation of our own lives. You know, being an artist, being a creative, being connected to nature, not disconnected, connected to nature, right? That's our natural stuff.
Yeah, so I want to hear more about your idea that you said you curate the environment, but you also mentioned the word design quite a bit. Right? So I was just wondering what's the difference between designing an environment and curating an environment?
For me, I'm using them interchangeably. Designing and curating are the same thing for me. So that's how I go approaching the talk I had with y'all today. I'm designing it, I'm curating it. It's the same concept in my head. When I do events, right? Because I was led to do events, being a cultural worker, that's how I know Jill. And we do events in here. You can see all the graffiti all everywhere. That's because we brought our community here, and Jill's like open her arms to it. You know, we talked about it.
Yeah.
The art on the wall. This is one of my friends who's with the ancestral also. She created a space for young kids to come into and be creatives. You know, so we're creating our environments in our spaces constantly. You know, it's constantly just an approach. Curation is just your approach. You know, there's so many words, so they all mean the same thing to me. It's a feeling, right? You feel me? You rather go to McDonald's and eat, or like you was talking about cooking, curating food, or you rather have a home cooked, curated meal, right? We're always in this space.
If I could expand on that,
Yeah, please do.
I would say design is the act of creating something, kind of very thoughtfully and intentionally for a purpose. Curation is the act of sort of taking all of those things, all of those ideas, and distilling them down even further.
Fine.
And so I would say that design is more of an intentional creation, and that curation is more of a distillation.
Got it. There you go. What she said. What she said. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for inviting me. Another inspiring talk. Next time, bring a friend, make a friend. That's what we're here for. We've made lots of friends. The next event is on July 24th. We'll be at the Yellow Barn Farm, not at the junkyard. So a new location, also very connected to nature. They do a lot of amazing growing, and so really good place to check it. Sports lines out there. With an amazing speaker, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Say hola, hola, hola.